All right, good afternoon to all our listeners here at the Dominican Football Association Facebook page. We are live again here at the Stock Farm Technical Center with a U15 match here between the league leaders, We United Football Club versus Calibishie Football Club. An exciting matchup here today. Expect to see some good football. You're listening to me, your commentator for this afternoon, Mr. Wilbert Coffey, and we are about to kick off. And this U15 league has been excited all season. We have We United really fighting for that top spot alongside Harlem Juvenile Football Club. And it's going to be an exciting encounter here. If Calibishie could put a dent in We United's form, or will they continue steamrolling all the teams they come up against? So we have the starting lineup here for We United. We have wearing the number 9, Roxanne Coppell. Tishon Christmas wearing the number 4. Tarek Loda wearing number 10. Malik Charles. We also have Samuel Duran, Jedediah Benjamin. We also have Tyrick Romani Loda wearing number 17. We also have Fernando Paul wearing the number 5 jersey. We have Giovanni Nikwan Frederick wearing the number 16. We have Gianni Murillo wearing number 15. Jason Murillo wearing number 14. We have Joshan Alexander wearing number 6. Shirkwan Gustav wearing number 7. And Dylan John leading the line with the number 20. And it's coached by Coach George. And in the Calibishie lineup we have Kaylon Charles wearing number 17. Roshan Samuel wearing number 2. Lionel Lura wearing number 17. We have Shervon Lura wearing number 18. Edric Augustine wearing the number 21 jersey. We have Jelani Matthew wearing number 4. We have Durvan Dupuy with number 19. We have Camilo Filbert wearing number 11. Kulan Brumant wearing number 6. Shirkwan Brumant wearing number 10. We have Jaden Victor with the number 20 jersey. And we have Kiahim Reynald Paul wearing number 3. And we have Kriston Popon wearing number 13. And that's the lineup presented by Coach Matthew to come up against We United. I expect to see an exciting game here. Hopefully the crowd turns out. We know at this 3 p.m. kickoff it's difficult for some of the fans and spectators to join us here at the Technical Center. But good thing and kudos to our friends at Stream Genius. We bring the football right to your phone and your TV screens wherever you are on the DFA Facebook page. So we just have the teams walking off now. We have We United dressed in red and black stripes lining up on my right, and we have Calibishie with the yellow socks and blue tops lining up on my left. And heading this game, or taking charge of this game, would be referee Suarez, who recently was involved in the game, the under-15 friendly against Anguilla on Saturday, which ended 1-1 for both teams. And his assistants will be Mr. Lantan and Mr. Joseph. This weather is lovely for football, you know, the breeze coming in from the mountainside, the slight drizzle gives that ball that extra pace and that movement on the pitch that we like to see. And we have the manager of the We United Football Club, Miss Laura, making her way to the dugout. it seems that we United has won the toss and is deciding to head down towards the northern side of the pitch in the complex. And Calibishie in the blue will be going down to the southern side, southern end. It's about to happen here, guys. I'm not sure which team will kick off. It seems we United will kick us off. Yes, so we have Coach Lennon Banis taking charge of the game today here. Lennon is also the coach for the senior men's team for the United Football Club, who's sitting third currently in the Men's Premier League after a very tense encounter with their local rivals in Castlebruce, the East Central Football Club, ended 1-1. We'll see what the youngsters of the United have. You know, a good complement of players across the East. And we're off. Immediately we United looking to get a ball push forward. And a bit of nervousness settling in there for the United players. A good ball there by Kopel. And good save there by the keeper, rushing out to clear his lines there.
Nice.
Keep the pressure off his back line.
Push up! And you did feed! Pick up! A defender, come out and pick up!
It's one on the ball.
Nice boy!
Good control there by Kopel. A bit of contact there, no. Call there by the referee.
Take time.
Ball goes out of play. Throw in for United.
Nice defense, nice. That's right.
Defender good to position himself. Good interception there by the defender and a bit of a mistake. Calibishie on the break now, number 20, breaking away from the back line. And good recovery run there by the defender from United to keep the scores level. For a moment it looked very dangerous there, Calibishie, with the striker peeling away with brilliant speed. And good work by the defender to just keep the danger to a minimum. Calibishie really piling the pressure onto United. United failed to settle in so far. Calibishie doing good and pressing up high. It'll be interesting to see how long they keep it up. United trying to break, but good work there by the Calibishie defender. So buy his team some time to fall back into position. For their signal. And to all the listeners there following along on the Facebook page of Fall Through, you know, if the action that the player or the direction that the player sends the ball is not equivalent to the way he's facing, it will be called back for a fall through. And also if either one of his foot leaves the ground, it will be called back for a fall through as well. And since Calibishie has been putting that We United defense under a lot of pressure in the early minutes here. A bit of silly mistakes, but it's all part of the game here at the youth level. Calibishie player cutting across, doing good. Calibishie in danger area. Good work there by the captain of United, Roxon Copel. Good ball there, and a bit of fumble there by the defender. And a good gilded opportunity there, goes begging there for United. Young attacker there. Unable to get that final connection, but you can see the makings of a good attacker there by him. On a handball there by United.
In the box! In the box! Darren, go or pass the ball. Go or pass the ball.
Good save there by the goalkeeper for United. Good Dylan John on the ball, unable to get it under control. Does well to recover and compose himself.
Get your wing now, let's go! Nice.
Good ball there by Roxon for his wide player. A cross comes in just behind the attacker. There's a good cross in there by the winger for We United. Good ball there. We United really have been having a very topsy-turvy game, I must say. You know, a little bit of defensive errors, but good in the attacking phases. A shot there by the captain, but good reaction there by the goalkeeper. Not really troubling the keeper, but good work there nonetheless.
Let it bounce.
Good. So this points table currently, you know, We United at the top after 3 games with 7 points. I'm sorry.
Nice setup, boy. Nice setup, boy. Hustle. Don't rush, stay there. Come again.
Throw in there. Out to John on the wing. Nice idea there by Dylan John, unable to get a good connection. They have the ball goes out for a goal kick for the Calibishie FC.
Ball down here. Win the ball, man. Nice boy. Nice turn. Last space.
United making some space. And shot there, but could reach there by the goalkeeper. Keep that ball and get hold of that ball there. Score remains 0-0 here.
Don't let it bounce.
It's an error there by Fernando for the United. Seemed to have handled the ball.
Fernando, why using your hand for Fernando? Huh? Hey, baby, somebody don't get out in training here.
Free kick in a dangerous position here for Calibishie FC. Not sure.
Why didn't you buy yourself your money? You're attacking? You're attacking now? Come on, no, come on, you come. You have to make a joke there.
Free kick just over the bar there. Good technique there by the youngster. Not really troubling the United goalkeeper. And the score remains level here at the technical center. I can see the sun coming out now. The rain has eased up a bit. And the weather is coming good for football here today. And we have a few spectators in the stands, you know. Hopefully by time 4:30 we get a few more players and persons in the stand to come look at the boys, because they have been playing wonderful football all season. And
Center. Wait. Take time now. Turn. Go, Shakwan. Why do you... Yeah, you have to listen. Why do you listen to?
these United boys are doing good to keep possession of the ball
You want to play?
and threatening the defense of the Calibishie.
You playing win, but when you win, open only have the ball.
Likewise, the Calibishie asking a lot of questions of the United backline. You see that bit of silly mistakes, but which is expected at this level of the game. You know, the boys are still young, they're still learning the game, and they will only get better with time and experience. We're seeing the tactics and the principles that Coach Barnes is trying to employ in his team. A bit of discipline there. You can see they're trying to deploy that classic United high press even at this stage of the game in the under 15s.
Hey, you see your players, take charge of the game now.
You're going one on the line here.
Drop back. Let us jump on the ball.
So through there.
Move out of the ball. That other place, come on and walk, you know.
Watch me, Star. Watch me, Star.
Leave your foot down. Win it. Devon. Win the ball. Go on, yeah.
Showing United trying to turn defense into attack quickly. Wonderful pass there by the players. Good bit of play, nice 1-2. But defender doing good to read that play there. Coppell on the ball. Shot. Nice shot there by Roxon Coppell. Just kidding over the bar. A bit more, and I think a bit more like that, he will be rewarded in this game here. Yes, Roxon Coppell, one of the players who was deputized on the U15 national team recently against Anguilla. He will be traveling to Curacao with the team as well. Grabbing a brace in the second friendly. Good ball there by United, number 7 in space. And nice shot, but straight at the goalkeeper. But good bit of play there by United. Carving out some excellent opportunities there. This Calibishie goalkeeper will be asked a few questions throughout this game. Calibishie looking to break away. Good through ball there. And good reading by the defender, and nice work there to keep Clear their lines there, we United.
1v1. Take the 1v1. Ah, two now. Switch it. Release now. Go.
Good pace there, showed by the player. Good tackle there, so kill that attack. Looking threatening, but Calibishie looking now to make a counter attack. And good defense there by number 17 from We United. Yes, sir. Throw in here for Calibishie FC. Good throw in there. The goal kick there. Awarded to United. Shot for the ball in play. And even in these youngsters, you can see the next generation of players. You can see their skill and their technique. Really raw, but promising, and a good ball there. Just a bit too hard there. And the keeper collects cleanly. Good throw in there.
Yeah. Biggie smoke. Nice try. Hey, turn! Hey, holding number 20.
Good ball that clear the lines by the goalkeeper of Calibishie FC. The defenders closing on that ball. Really good work there by United to clear the defense. Good work there, good skill deployed there by the youngster. And good ball there by Coppell to push out wide. And a wonderful bit of play there, so a nice shot there by We United. Just so the youngster trying something spectacular, was not getting the results he wanted, but good vision to see the position, see where the space is on the field, and to get to there.
Let's get a goal now. Let's play our football and get a goal now.
Ball cleared out by the goalkeeper. Good work there.
Roxy, there's a back. Roxy. Next side, Roxy. Next side. Oh.
Darwin John on the wing puts the ball in for Coppell. Coppell lining up a shot. Nope. And a nice shot there by Coppell, hitting the upright. With the pressure still on for You United player pouncing on the ball.
Continue. Go in.
Coppell going, and he's away.
Release.
Good bit of footwork there by Coppell to find his way into the box. Unable to get that final shot off. Good work there by this youngster. And a nice try there by the young Tariq Loda for We United. Trying to go for it one time, what we should do. Is unable to execute it at the moment, but you see it's very promising here by the youngster.
Cross it!
There it is. And we'll have a water break here for the youngsters. You know, in this conditions here so far in Dominica, the conditions have been very humid. And you know, it's very hot, especially in the summer season. So it's always good to remain hydrated, especially for the youngsters in this field.
Just keep your forehead. Where's my rest? You don't put some place in? What are you going to do over there? I'm living in over 2 minutes, man. Go, boss, man.
So this water break has a dual purpose to keep the players hydrated, but also gives the coaches a time to impart some tactical wisdom onto his players and to highlight some deficiencies in what he's seen so far in the game. It's always good to keep mentoring these youngsters. You know, a lot of them are very talented and have bright futures ahead of them. And we've seen the likes of Turi Christmas don the jersey for We United a few years after winning the Player of the Season for the Under-15 Boys League a few years ago. And I think Roxon is a strong candidate as well for that award this year again. So it just shows a clear path to the youngsters for the We United, to the first team, as well as for the Calibishie players as well. You know, good work is identified and will pay off. And so we'll resume with a throw in here.
Take it, don't watch it. You don't watch very well. Go for the ball! 5 meters from him, you drop the ball. Put the ball off!
Resumption of play with Calibishie. It's still going on at We United. I mean, these boys are very good, very fit to keep this pressure up for the 20 minutes gone that they have been doing it. Well, we exchange hands with the players to We United. Good throw there by the player, unable to find one of his teammates.
Pressure, pressure! Nice!
Calibishie looking to pile the pressure on. We United looking to break, skips past one player, beats another, and unable to continue with that dribble. And Roxon Copel finds himself in space. Good work by the defender to make a nice tackle there. Keep the ball away and give his goalkeeper a chance to get hold of it. So this defense for Calibishie has been wonderful this afternoon. You see the tactical discipline that the coach wants to instill in his players. Roxon Copel on the ball. Looking for his player. Unable to get past the defender. Shot. The shot just drifting wide. Goalkeeper looked a bit nervous when that shot came to him, but had nothing to fear.
That's the idea that you see in him. Get to him. Get to him. One here. I tell you, I thought you said for 20 ball. Go. But no, just one more time. Do it one more time. Hey, pass ball.
So come Gustav trying to get a goal there for United.
But no, you have one more time. Do it one more time because you talk in. I correct you, you talk in. All right. Or you can't take correction. You come on the side. You're not doing that in training. You have to tackle all the big men on the field in training. All big men need to play them in training.
Good work there by Calibishie. And a strong body there by the youngster to keep his opponent on the ground. And good clean up there by the defenders.
Carry ball pass.
Good ball there. On to Gustav.
Pass the ball.
And a shot there by Gustav onto the player, onto the goalkeeper. Not challenging him. And a bit of collision come there by Gustav and the number 3 of Calibishie FC. And Mr. Paul there of Calibishie FC. Seems like his knee may have came into contact with the stomach of Gustav for United.
That was like he reacted to I get a card for that, man. There was played. I didn't see the man. It was a mistake. It was a foul. Give a penalty for that. But I did especially. The fact he had no control over the ball, just swing. When you don't pass the ball, you have to pass it with.
And we have Lee treating, and we will resume play with a drop ball there for Calibishie.
I don't know if the man quick the ball, we get the ball. No, normally it's in the morning when I play. Yeah. So maybe the afternoon take up to already.
Shot there by Copel and finds a goal there. Roxon Copel breaking the deadlock here for United and giving his team an advantage. Yes. So good work there by Copel and leading by example and striking that ball there cleanly. Just couldn't get the proper hit that he wanted, but good strike nonetheless. He has beaten the Calibishie goalkeeper to give United the advantage they've been looking for. Paul on the ball, pushes it forward.
Nice try, though.
Paul trying to find Jaden Victor at the front, unable to do that. Good work there Nice ball there by the defender to push that ball. Finding Victor, skips away from his defender. And could be a skill there, but just dribbled his way into problem there. But good skill there, and that's what you want to see from the youngsters. And the number 10 here. Tariq Loda. Kishon. Malachi trying to find Dylan John out wide. Malachi swings that ball in.
Pressure! Who's the striker? Sorry, I swear off me, boy. Don't see that. Ball, boy. Run, yes, yes, run.
Gustav on the ball. Dribbles at the ball. Floats across in. Dylan John in space. And a good vision there to give his player who was free a chance to score, just unable to get that ball into control.
Take time. Take time.
That's Kishon for United.
Stop waiting for the ball like that, shook one.
Low down the ball.
Where's getting that ball? That's our ball.
Good ball there for Calibishie. Gustav running very hard there at the top to put the pressure on the United defense. Forcing them into a throw-in.
Release. Release.
Unconventional defensive skill there by the Calibishie youngster. Good ball there. Dylan John in space. Good work there by the goalkeeper to rush out and collect that and mitigate the chance. Calibishie hair breaking. Popon was onto it, but good defensive work there. Popon on the ball and unable to get that under control. A bit of retaliatory tackle there by Popon for Calibishie. Silly free kick there. Dylan John.
Coach. Let me sit down. What is center?
Giovanni, move up! Why Giovanni, let's give it to me.
Good throw in there. Roxon finding Copel in the ball.
Set it up! Set it up!
Copel fancying himself a chance to shoot there. A bit of selfishness there, but
You have how much players? You have a line of players.
Line up players if you have to call you on the
you see good work there and good ambition there by Copel.
They right as well for the
Saw his skill there in the under 15 game against Anguilla, grabbing a brace there. I'm sure he'll be looking for another one here, or probably more.
Anybody here?
That's our ball. That's our ball. Get that ball.
Nice idea there by Copel, but his player just drifting offside a bit. So a free kick there for offside for Calibishie.
In defense, you know, in attack, number 10.
Good ball there by goalkeeper. Good work by the United defense. Very strong work there by the Calibishie player. Unable to find his player.
What I see? Giovanni, stop playing less. You play like you want to play football. You're doing that all the time in games.
Nice ball, that's what you do.
Good work there by the United defense.
Back inside here.
Nice ball.
Malik, don't put the ball back inside here now, Malik. Play with head now, guys.
What's the line?
Gustav acres of space in front of him. Good ball there in. And unable to find Tariq Loda.
Yeah, yo, Shokwan. You have to know when to take them 1v1, Shokwan. Your ball again.
Gustav beats his man. Beats two. Good Copel in space and shot. Just a bit too ambitious there by Copel again. And the half-time here at the Stock Farm Technical Center. 1-0 score in favor of We United against the Calibishie FC.
Let's go, fellas. Chop, chop.
And compliments that goal goes to Roxon Copel, captain for We United. I'm sure the staff of the We United feel like they could have a few more goals, as well as the coaching staff for Calibishie FC. For the Calibishie attackers putting pressure on that We United back line early in the game before they had a chance to settle down. But once We United settled down into their positions and they stay comfortable, we saw the midfield and the attack really connecting to create a lot of chances here. So 1-0 the score remains here at the Stock Farm Technical Center at the halftime break. We'll return to you in 15 minutes for the second half action here. Yes, so we're back here at the Stockholm Technical Center, and we are watching this exciting encounter between the Calibishie FC and the We United Football Club. We United getting an advantage of 1 goal in the first half. Compliments Roxon Copel, the captain, grabbing that late in this first half. And I'm your commentator here, Mr. Wilbert Coffey, and joining me alongside, you know, a veteran man, a voice a lot of you people know and football listeners know, Mr. Jelvin Esprit. Good afternoon, Mr. Esprit.
Well, good afternoon to you, and good afternoon to the many listeners and viewers. And I can tell you what a nice atmosphere for football this afternoon.
Release the ball!
Yes, go say, Mr. Esprit, a wonderful opportunity there. But here comes Victor for Calibishie. And pop on the ball, and a bit of mishandling there by the We United goalkeeper. But good work by the Calibishie boys to keep the pressure up, missing the first chance. And Mr. Esprit, back to you, as you were saying, it's a wonderful football atmosphere here at the Stockholm Technical Center.
Yes, and the goalkeeper is making a slight error that almost cost him. Yeah, it almost cost him, I can tell you, a real blunder. Maybe the defender, he should have called on the defender to just ask for a foul, but he never said nothing, so the defender maybe put him off.
Yes. But you know, with experience, these youngsters will learn, and chance there for Calibishie. Good work by the We United defenders to clear their lines. Zylon John on the breakaway, skips 1 goalkeeper and 1 player, and John in acres of space. And good cross there, and good reach there by the Calibishie goalkeeper. Good reflexes to punch that one out and pounce on it to keep the score as it is.
A good piece of goalkeeping there, and not only that, but the recovery was even better.
Yes, Mr. Esprit. Fantastic reflexes there by the keeper. Calibishie looking to move forward. A strong challenge there by Fernando. A good cross there in to Roxon Gopel. Good work by the Calibishie defense to clear their lines.
And the ball coming out the We United defender.
Yes. Good skill there by number 11 for Calibishie. Good, pushing that ball forward for John. And Philbert, good skill there again to beat this player, but unable to get that final pass into the center. The defender losing his book there. Good defense there by the Calibishie boys. It's Esprit. This under 15 league has been entertaining from start to finish. We see a lot of goals and a lot of promising talent.
Yes, and that's very good and so on. And you can hear the coaches of the United team talking about the basics. And since they can learn the basics, they will get there.
Yes, and at this level of the game, you really want the youngsters to get the fundamentals of the game on attack and foul lesser by We United. And speaking, the fundamentals is very crucial for the youngsters to grasp at this stage of the game, as it will give them a good foundation for their future prospects in football. Yes. So the youngster a bit confused as to what was if it was a throw-in or foul.
I myself thought it was a throw-in, but the referee said it's a foul, so it's a foul for Calibishie. And you can tell us the score?
Yes, and the score remains 1-0 there in favor of We United. Roxon Gopel finding the lone goal in the first half. And we have a substitution taking place there. Lionel Laura coming in for Jelani Matthew
Hey, what's he run?
of the Calibishie FC.
What's he run?
So it seems like Calibishie coach reacting first to make a substitution and a change to his setup here. Paul crossing the ball in.
Nice ball.
And Roxon Copel away, and a bit of handling there by the Calibishie defender. You know, that's something you don't want the players to develop a habit of, Mr. Esprit.
Yeah, he's very fortunate and so not to receive a card. I don't know why he didn't receive a card, but that's why they have to learn at that early age that he should receive a card in teams. I hoping that the referee might also give him a card because it was preventing a goal scoring opportunity there. The defender was covering up, but I don't think the defender of that level of speed that Copel had there. That the defender, and there's no card, and that defender, they just came in there very fortunate not to get a card.
Yes, the very lenient decision there by coach referee Suarez there.
And it paid off for him because it's a good thing he saved a goal scored opportunity, so he's still in the goal in the match.
They'll call that a tactical foul, you know, in the trade.
Tactical foul.
Let's go.
One for the team.
Take one for the team. And Copel standing over this ball. I want to apologize for the high winds here, breezing through the commentary box. If it makes the audio sound a bit distorted, but they have a free kick in a dangerous position here. We saw Mr. Copel in the first half skim one just over the bar, and he's here again. And it seems that
the referee asking the player and so on, what was it, the player and so on, and now going towards him to go. When the linesman called him, then he went to the player that was fouled and asking the player that was fouled who was the person that fouled him and so on, just to receive a yellow card, and he went across to give the guy a yellow card. Very late, but it's a good card.
Good card, yeah.
Yeah. That should have been done in the first place.
Yeah, deserving card. That should have been the first action by the referee. But I think referee Suarez really wanting the game to play on. Copel standing over the ball. And a poor chip attempt there by Copel. Calibishie clears their lines.
On the man.
Good cross there into Gustav. Good work there by Calibishie to keep the damage and the pressure to a minimum.
Good piece of defending there by the defender.
Yes. Keelan Charles wearing the number 7 for Calibishie. Clearing his line and a foul through there. Call. It seems like a player may have gone down for injury.
Well, he threw the ball towards his groin area, so he paid the price and so forth. As a youngster, was still feeling some pain.
Yes, you do.
No wonder it was a fall through because it was extremely hard towards his groin.
Yes, I guess he has too much of a grip on the ball and not releasing it.
Let's go.
Calibishie on the ball.
All right.
Calibishie looking for that cutting pass and drawn on the ball for We United. And a bit too heavy of a touch. Ball goes out of play. Yes, sir.
Number 10. United.
So we have Tyreek Loda making way for We United.
Substitute.
And in his position will be young Vince Daru. Okay. So a bit of a tactical change there by Coach Banis there. Good strength there showed by the United defender. Paul will be taking the throw in for Calibishie. Not a strong throw in there. The wind may have been against him. And good takedown there by Camilo Filbert. And good work there by Paul to win another throw in for the Calibishie FC. Looking for that equalizing goal there. Ball into the box. Filbert looking to get past his man. And goal kick signal there by referee Suarez.
And once you realize that there's so many young players playing football in this odd district, so it's very good to see teams like Calibishie and the rest coming forward and playing football.
Yes, very good. Also, we United as well. Good to have a team, especially in the far sides of the country, having teams from the top level all the way to the 15 and Dylan drawn in space. And a bit of miscontrol there. Vince Daru, the substitute, and he's hit the upright. Wonderful shot. Keeps the ball alive. And Loda trying to put that ball in, but only finds a hand of a Calibishie player. And the substitute really making an impact, Mr. Esprit.
Yes, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper, but because he got his hand to that ball and it helped to go on the post. You have to be that in the all net. Good save from the goalkeeper. I find the goalkeeper for Calibishie not a bad goalkeeper at all.
Yeah, he has been very excellent, I must say, throughout the day. At the end of the day, Coppell got a lucky shot past him, but he has made a lot of good saves and very good reactions for a youngster. Has the makings of a wonderful goalkeeper in the future. Gustav on the ball, looking to attack his man. Gets past one player, Coppell in the center, and goes down on that challenge. And no foul signal there by the referee. So no contact, no reason for Coppell to go down. Of course, Mr. Esprit, he must have seen Roxon Coppell play against Anguilla in the U15 friendlies.
Yes, but it was good piece of defending, and the defender could say, well, he played all the ball there and he was pleading that the referee not call a penalty.
Yes, pleading for the penalty, but coaches always said you play until you hear the whistle. And he was hoping for a whistle that never came. Daru to join into the center, just beyond the reach of Coppell. And Filbert on the ball, looking to get past his man.
And we are very much hoping that the under 15 can finish even before school begins.
Yes,
it's very important that the under 15 finish, because right now the guys are on holiday so they can come and play.
Yes, school time always poses a bit of challenge for the youth leagues here. And I believe it's on schedule to finish before the school reopens in September. Of course, we had the Point Michel boys leading the standings for the under 15. 4 victories from 4. If we United in second.
That's good.
Or we United in third, trailing the Bombers guy who got 4 victories in 5 games. So at the top of the standings we have Point Michel FC with 12 points and Bombers Football Club with 12 points as well in third place. Well, as it stands with this scoreline, we United will leapfrog both teams to go temporarily top of the table with 13 points. Not if Calibishie looking for their third victory of the season. I have something to say about that. But you're seeing the work from young Daru, the Esprit, really not giving his player the room to operate.
Calibishie looking very much threatening, but they have not that type of combination in terms of upfront. But they have the guy there, number 6, the big man there, number 3, dribbling all his way and finding himself back on his defense.
Yes, you see, that player for Calibishie, Mr. Paul, has been very good. They just haven't been able to get that final shot off at Wayne United to really challenge the goalkeeper. Nice ambitious effort there by the youngster.
Very much.
Coupel bitches, man. Puts a ball through for Gustav. He's pouncing on it, but good reaction there by the goalkeeper to clear his lines. And Philbert and Fernando go in 50-50. Philbert beats his man and couldn't beat the second, but good work there to win the ball. Coupel and Dylan John in space. Looking for that one-time finish, but unable to get it.
And the goalkeeper again reading the game very nicely.
Yes, that young goalkeeper for Calibishie FC looks very, very promising. Gustav, and good goal there by Gustav for We United, number 7, and it's deemed offside there, or foul, Mr. Esprit.
I think it's a goal.
I'm not sure. It seems it's a goal. Well, the goal stands there.
Yes.
Gustav, the number 7 for We United, finally getting a chance. He's been good, creating a lot of chances with his dribbling and skill, getting into position. Just being rewarded for his efforts here. So, Mr. Esprit, you know, the Calibishie goalkeeper has been good all game, and that is just a rather unfortunate goal to concede.
Yes, as a matter of fact, he tried his best and so it was a one-on-one, and Gustav really chipped the goalkeeper over him.
Yes.
While he tried to spread himself wide.
Yes, you
Very
see.
good experience by the youngster Gustav to go over the goalkeeper and not on the side of him.
And especially a goalkeeper deploying the skills that, you know, you teach the young, the fundamentals of goalkeeping to make yourself big.
That is
And
true.
Gustav still beating him. Ball is for a chance for United. Dylan John in space, and John just going too much under the ball, skying that ball very, very high.
I don't think that John want to get onto the score sheet at all because he had ample time and ready to find the back of the nets.
Yes, there's Dylan John in the U15 playing for We United. And in the first division plays with the Calnago Warriors Football Club, Mr. Esprit.
Yes, and he had the idea.
And foul there, signal by the ref.
Yes, a foul there.
The attacker just tripping up the defender. So,
Accidental, but because he was the last man, the referee had no choice but to call the foul.
yes, it will be in favor of the defender. Calibishie clearing their lines.
How many teams are in the under 15 competition?
There are 10 teams in the under 15 competition.
And the teams are the top 4?
The top 4 right now, as it stands, are the Point Michel FC, the reigning champions. In second place is
Bombers.
Bombers Football Club. In third, we have We United. And in fourth place, I believe, we have New Town Juvenile Football Academy.
But what's the position of Marigot standing?
I think Marigot, under 15 team, he sits in 8th place at the moment.
Okay.
With 1 victory on the board, with only 3 points. So from first to second in the under 15 standings, we have Point Michel FC, the Bombers Football Club, We United Football Club, the New Town Juvenile Football Academy, Harlem United, Calibishie FC, St. Paul Academy, Tarish United, Marigot United, Southeast Football Club, and making at the bottom, the current leaders in the Men's Premier League, Dubla Football Club, Mr. Esprit.
Dubla Football Club. We don't get out in terms of the under 15 league.
Yes, which is pretty. And as we take another water break, Mr. Esprit, what do you think is because for the disparity for the Dubla Football Club? You saw the men's have been very dominant for the past 2 seasons and including this season, and the youngsters really struggling in the under 15.
But if you realize that there's no transfer window, and I think the Football Association have to well, that's one of the topics tomorrow. I think they should be talking about that transfer window, especially the second transfer window, especially in amateur sports. I do support it personally because I think it has been damaging a number of teams. And as you know, the transfer window have helped the Dubla senior football team to do well because they have gotten a number of guys to come and play for them. But with the women and with the boys and so on, there's no transfer and so on. So you have to come from Dubla and play for Dubla, and you have to be from Dubla playing for a lady. It seems so difficult for them because you're talking about home play. So a lot of training have to be done compared to the Premier team that you have guys from Point Michel all over the place playing for the Dubla senior team. So it's a very different ball game. As you can see, the majority of the guys are from Benz and Calibishie, so you have to work with what you have. And if you haven't got the level that the other teams have, they will destroy you.
Yes, and obviously we see the same example with Who United, who last season or season before had to sit out because they couldn't field enough players. I believe they joined forces with East Central Football Club.
Yes.
And this year we see that the East Central Football Club missing out, while Who United takes on the U15.
Yeah, well, they have Who United, as you know, they have a very strong base in terms of the club structure. So you always find that they have they're under 20, they're under 15. So they're doing pretty well in terms of a club.
Yes. You know, Who United were the perennial silver medal last season in the men's game, especially. Second in the President Cup and second in the league. And this year they will be. I think they're a bit out from challenging the leaders right now in the men's Premier League.
That's Who United?
Yes.
Yes, they really have to win some games now, and that game on Sunday for them was a very crucial draw.
Yes,
that magic draw against East Central there. I put them under a lot of pressure.
Yes, that draw against East Central, I had the pleasure of speaking with the president from Who United, and he said that it really felt like a loss to draw 1-1 with East Central.
Yeah, because East Central haven't beaten them for a very long time, and to get a draw from East Central and so on, well, it had to work in their way. East Central is very struggling this season to keep their chances alive to stay in the Premier League.
Yes, but you know, these single points and pop on the ball for Calibishie FC. And it seems like the ball is called back for out of bounds. It seems like it called back for a throw in there. And ball appeared to be inside the game to me. Gustav crossing that in. And good defense there by the number 19 from Calibishie FC. Keep that ball from entering the box. Yes, so Mr. Esprit, like you were saying, seeing the men's game with United, East Central, has been struggling this season, but they have been collecting some crucial points, will be vital for their survival this season.
Yes, and I think they're on 6 points or 7 points by now. I think they have 3 draws and a victory.
Yes,
about 6 or 7 points.
So they should have 6 points, I believe, on the board.
So still in the relegation period and so on, and yes.
Yeah.
But one team has to go down.
As one team has to go down, I think DS has already clinched that bottom spot.
Well, I think they still have a match against East Central DS. So that match will be a crucial match, because if they can beat the East Central, they're definitely going to 7 points. So they'll be way above 6, unless if East Central can do any more damage and so on in terms of winning a couple matches.
Yes, and back to the football here. We saw Loda taking a free kick, really going for the top corner. Good work to get that ball up and over, but just a bit too close for him. I'm sure with age and experience, that technique will be perfected, and we United may have a dangerous set piece taker on their hands there, Mr. Esprit.
Yes, the ball was clean, but you could see the height.
Yes.
It's very good.
Go offside. Come on. Head on. Head on.
And Victor breaking away and closed down there by the We United defenders. And he's limped up. May have gotten a knock there in that collision. But Victor for Calibishie really been trouble in that We United back line. I'm sure with a bit of more work, we can morph into a dangerous striker. It's always nice to look at these games here, Mr. Esprit.
Yes,
you always see
the
future stars.
Yes, you can see they have some of the ability there, and some they just need to learn the basic and just do the right things.
Yes. And, you know, these youth games, you have always seen some very promising players. I remember a few seasons ago, Mr. Esprit, or Delave, who now plays for Dubla, he was with New Harlem on the 20 team when they won the title that season.
Yes.
So you always good to look back and look at these games. Gustav, good skill there. Kopel breaking away. Taru in position and takes the shot off, but good block there by the defender. And Calibishie looking to break away. And here comes Popon on the ball. And a bit of miscommunication there by this Calibishie team. And goal there, Gustav getting his second goal of the game. 3-0 the score now for We United Football Club.
I thought it was offside. I think it was offside or he scored.
No, he was onside. I'm not sure if any other player was offside. But he took the initial shot with Giovanni taking the follow-up. And he gets in his second rebound and burying that one home.
And you can see a youngster, they're pleading his case with the referee. But,
yes, I was offside.
No avail.
But the linesman really didn't raise his flag.
And number 7 received a yellow card, was questioning the referee and so on.
Yes,
and then received a yellow card from referee Sares.
Yes, it's very poor to see. You know, youngsters developing a bad habit at such an early age.
That's true, but you have to understand as a player and so on, it doesn't matter what early age you are. If you see something is wrong, you have to talk to the referee. You have a right to talk to the referee and talk to the referee politely and so on, is asking what happened and so on, what transpired. Because not everything the referee is correct.
Yes. Calibishie trying something, taking a shot straight from the kickoff. Done well to reach the byline there. But not on target, not troubling the United goalkeeper.
And the We United goalkeeper yet to be tested. As a matter of fact, only one attempt at him and the ball passed through his leg and it wasn't even an attempt. It was the ball was rolling towards him.
Yes, it's a bit of, it was a miscontrol there.
Robson, defense, you go ready back here? Yeah.
So we have two new youngsters warming up for the Calibishie Football Club.
Good to see these youngsters in action.
Yes.
Taking their warm up serious. 3-0 in favor of We United.
Yes, it's 3-0 now in favor of We United. And we have a few youngsters warming up on the side therefore.
We hope the coaching staff can call them early before
the time runs out. You know, this game is only 45 minutes a half.
Yeah.
And those 45 minutes really go by very, very quickly.
So Premier League football will continue next weekend, hopefully, including the first division.
Well, this weekend there's no more football for this weekend. And hopefully next week we'll see some more games. For the fans of Dublin, unfortunately, you will not be seeing them here at the Dominic at home. However, you will see them in the Caribbean Shield Cup
in Trinidad.
And
I think they're on tomorrow.
They're on tomorrow.
Saturday. What time you can tell the viewers?
I'm not sure of the time per se, but we will get that from our backroom staff.
Yeah, Stream Genius will give that to us very shortly.
Yes.
Jubla will be playing the first match tomorrow in the Caribbean Champions Cup.
Yes, so viewers.
6 on Sunday. So Jubla on Sunday at 6 o'clock.
Yes, so all the fans of Dubla will be able to see their team, the reigning champions here, in action in the Caribbean Shield Cup on Sunday at 6 p.m.
We United enjoying a 3-0 advantage and might be looking for more.
Yes, you always know. I mean, it's I think one of the Japanese principles which I would like to see a few teams implement here, Mr. Esprit.
Yes.
Which I like to see teams is that you do not humiliate your opponents by going easy on them when you have the advantage. You only bring them honor by doing your best. I mean, I watched a few games in Japan where teams won 17-0, 33-0 at the youth levels, you know?
Yeah, that's a lot of goals, yeah.
Yes. And it transcends all the sports in Japanese culture. When you're winning, you win by what? To the best of your ability. And that's the best honor you could give to your opponent.
Yes.
And I think We United is trying to implement that principle here, Esprit.
Yes, that's a very good principle. You have to score goals because when you're getting goals against opponents that's stronger than you, they're trying to give you maximum all what they can give you.
Yeah. So in there for We United. It seems like Kopel has been moved to the left back position for his team.
And that's a bad piece of control because that ball was on his left foot, so he should control that ball with his left foot and not put his right foot across his left.
Yes,
so that's basically the things that the young players need to know and so on, so they can get very technically skillful.
So you know, that has been a lot of, I would say, the bad side of our game, Mr. Esprit. That we don't focus that heavily on the technical aspect with the youngsters.
And that's what they should be learning, the technical part of football. The other part of football, fitness and others can come forward. When you're technically skillful, you'll be a very good footballer.
Yes. Seeing it in the women's game, Mr. Esprit, for years, Goodwill Runners has been a very, very technically solid team and have won many titles, Mr. Esprit.
Yes,
like just being more technically sound than their opponents.
Yes, definitely. But they had a good match last week there against the Bombers team where they won. They defeated the Bombers team in that match. They like 2-0.
Yes, 2-0, you know. Goodwill Runners really coming back out this season and wanting to regain their title. Mr. Esprit.
Yes, and Christina Sobers was the goalkeeper for for Portsmouth, and she was very fantastic in the goal. I can tell she saves a lot of goal that afternoon.
Yes, yes. Yes, so there's a veteran goalkeeper. I think. We United on the attack.
Brave piece of goalkeeping there. That's brave piece of goalkeeping.
Yes, yes, fearless goalkeeping there. Jumping at the boots of the attacker. And that's what you want to see the goalkeeper. And an unconventional attempt to control the ball there, Mr. Esprit.
Yes, yes.
And here's Gustav looking for his first shot off. And a good shot there, man. Just came in over the crossbar. Gustav looking for that hat trick.
Yeah, just a little too much height in terms of that attempt there.
Yes, and the youngster for Calibishie is very, very tall and covers the frame of the goal very easily, Mr. Esprit.
Yes, and that Brazil goalkeeper, I think they can start to train, and that can be a very promising young goalkeeper. Because he has the idea, he's very brave, rushing into players' feet to get ball, and that's means to show a level of bravery there.
Yes, it seems like a youngster maybe have collected a little bit of a muscle injury. Maybe a bit of fatigue setting in because I didn't see any contact which brought him down.
When he was on the ground and he tried to pass the ball, and when he passed the ball and so the defender in step, where he kicked him and so on. It wasn't so much of a hard kick, but as you realize that he has some pain as a youngster.
Yes, and you want to take no chances of any injury, especially when they're this young. Here comes Camilo Filbert in acres of space, just the goal in front of him, and good strong tackle there by the United defender. But Calibishie is trying to keep the ball up, a long ball there. And it's full time here, this game, Mr. Esprit. It ends 3-0 in favor of We United. Mr. Roxon Copel grabbing the first goal in the second half. And in the second half, Mr. Gustav for We United really grabbing a brace there. Has been good throughout the game and deservedly the player of the match this afternoon, Mr. Esprit.
Yes, and you can see the We United team was really the dominant team this afternoon. Calibishie caused no type of threat at all to the goalkeeper for We United.
Yes,
in
yes.
the end, the goalkeeper for Calibishie was very impressive. He saved a number of goals, I can tell you. And you can see him there. He's one of the guys that you can look to develop in the future.
Yes, yes, a very, very good display there by the youngster in the Calibishie net. And once again, I want to say thank you to all our listeners here at the DFA Facebook page, and thank you to Stream Genius for helping us carry these games live. Mr. Esprit, any departing words for the listeners at home?
Well, what you can tell the listeners that there will be no football this weekend, and so for sure next week, and expect fixtures to be out by Tuesday. Matches should be playing and so on, because as you know that it's coming to the time that you need to get most of the matches off and so on. And let's hope that the football matches can continue from next week, so we can have a good continuation of the football league.
Yes, yes, yes. And tune in with us next week at the DFA Technical Center and our other venues for the other leagues that we have. We have the Women's Premier League, the Men's First Division, and also the big one, the Men's Premier League. To come next week. Hopefully from Tuesday to Sunday we'll have a lot of football. And to our listeners who want to follow up the reigning champions and their conquest for Caribbean glory, you can tune in on CONCACAF Go at 6 p.m. on Sunday, as I believe they take on Arnett Gardens. I could be wrong in the opponent, but I will just keep... could be the leaders of Anguilla, I'm not sure. Well, we will find out, Mr. Esprit, but for now we're tuning out, and thank you for listening.